Today is letter F for the A to Z Junk Journal Challenge for April. And we are making a fabric flip, a flip flop, a flip tuck, and a flip up, flip down, all made with fabric. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I am here with the letter F. The letter F, we are going to be making, actually we're flipping for 4 fabric flips. A flip flop, a flip up, flip down, a fabric flip, and a flip tuck. We need to make 4 of them, one of each. Make the 4 flips listed using fabric. So let's go ahead and get started. And so first, we're going to look for a place to have a flip-flop. I think that's our only flip-flop place, because I think I turned the other one into a tuck. Oh, there's some. Okay, so yeah, we're going to use this one. So this is going to be our flip-flop. We need to add some fabric. I have some fabric over here. This is the fabric that we used for the Vibrant Valance. And so we just have to add some fabric. Now, could add a edge? No, you can't, because you don't want to impede being able to open and close it. So first, let's go ahead and make our flip. So we're going to make our flip-flop. I have this children's paper, and so I'm going to use that for it. And let's see, if we do the whole paper, it's just a little bit too big, but we can cut it off. Okay, so if it goes in, so let's cut it off about there. I swear, you go from 5 cutters to no cutters. Blink, they go away. Okay, so we're going to have this one out, so let's go ahead and turn it this way. There's our mark. Line it up. And there we go. So we have our paper for our flip-flop. And this will give us something that we can use later. Put that in the box. Okay. So for a flip-flop, we need this whole paper this time. So I'm going to put the one with the margin on the top. I'm going to go ahead and open this, and I'm going to fold it and put between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch ish, somewhere in that area. We're going to put a gutter down the page here. Okay, so here, this is what we've got. Sorry about my fingernails, you guys. If you joined me this morning, it was this morning. I'm making this video after the coffee dyeing video, coffee dyeing and Easter egg dye. It was lots of fun, actually. But that's what's wrong with my fingernails. Even after doing all the dishes, I'm still inked. Okay, so there we go. We'll put this in and put this down. So we added our glue to the gutter, so down here, and what happens is that gives us some extra writing pages. Okay, so that's our flip-flop. Now we need to add fabric, and we can add it however we want to. It didn't say how to add the fabric, it just said to add it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this fabric. And I'm going to use my fabric tack, and I'm actually going to make this a little pocket because of how it is set up on this page. So we're going to come down here, and I'm going to come across here. If I need to add a little more glue down there, I will add a little more glue. We'll go ahead and put this down. Okay, and I am going to put a little bit more glue down here. So that's going to give me a little pocket that I can put something in, because you know I like pockets. I put pockets on everything. So I am going to go ahead, no, we're going to save that for the other. Let's go ahead and we'll add a patched piece down here. Look, this one has some of the yellow from the Vibrant Valance. Okay, so here we go. There we go. And we'll just put this little piece down here. Adding fabric is a great way to get texture and have variety in your journals, and it's just a great way to use up some fabric. Okay, so we'll put this down here. Okay, so that is our fabric flip-flop, and since we're going to be working while it's still drying, we'll go ahead and move along. Our next element is a flip up, flip down, and so I'm looking for a good place for a fabric flip up, flip down. I'm thinking right here on this pocket, and so I'm going to go ahead and use this again because it's the right colors, and it gives us a good writing space. So I think that that's really kind of fun. So we are going to do well, first let's go ahead and we're going to cut it over here. I'm going to use my ruler because we're going to try it with the ruler because I wasn't real happy with the way my cutter cut. Okay, let's. I wonder where my scale is. Okay. So if you can't find your scissors, but you can find your ruler, you can go ahead and still be able to cut your paper. So I'm going to flip it up and flip this down. Okay, it's a flip up, flip down. Okay, and we are to add fabric to it. And so I'm going to use that for that. Let's try this. Okay. Let's use the little bit that's got some yellow on it. It's just a little bit, but it's kind of cool that it has some yellow on it. We'll cut these pieces off. Now you can go ahead and do patchwork for yours. Since I'm not showing my sewing machine in this series, I decided not to do a patchwork. I'm just using straight fabric. Okay, so now using our fabric tack, and we've got this big globbity glue, might as well use that. Fabric tack has a tendency to bubble up and out like that. I still like it. Still haven't tried my new Walmart fabric stuff. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to put the yellow down at the bottom. Okay, so there's my fabric. And you can do your whole thing, your whole flip can be fabric if you want it to. You can use more than one types of fabric if you wanted to. I'm going to do it, and the reason I'm going to use this is because of how the vibrant veil turned out. And so I think that this piece of fabric right here will help with the color of the vibrant veil. Will help there we go. Okay, so, and I did it in this way because I want to make sure that it's gonna, I can cut it this way right here, and I didn't want to cut it before and then have it wrong. So I have that piece that can become a top of a bookmark or tag. And there we've got our fabric, flip up, flip down. I think we'll go ahead and add a little piece of lace. Because we use lace on the laced ticket. So we want to use lace in a couple more places. So this fabric is the same fabric we used on the valance. There we go. And then I think I'm going to use this thread like we used on the, speaking of the lace tag. So we'll go ahead and use this and go around 3 fingers, back around 4, cut, off, twist, grab our little dilly bobber here. So this is double-sided tape, just cutting a small piece off of it. I call this messy string. Okay, we're going to grab some messy string. I'm going to put our double-sided tape together and then pull the piece off. Then put this on. We're going to need a little bit of the glue. Okay, so there's that. then go ahead and add this. Okay, so that finishes our flip up, flip down, and then we can go ahead and put that in our journal. And we wanted to put it on the short pocket, so this right here. I think we're good with this, so we're going to want to put that there. And this is going to give us a pocket. You don't have to make it with a pocket. I think we'll have it be the pocket coming out the side. Okay. A tag will fit in there. So we'll put that there. And then we'll be able to put a tag in behind there. Okay. So that's our flip up, flip down. So you flip it up and you flip it down, and that gives you more writing space. Okay. So next we have our fabric flip. So for our fabric flip, let's see, do we have, there we go, we have a piece of this, and I think we'll go ahead and we'll find a place to put this. I like them to be on the right hand side. Oh, that's a pocket. Oops. Okay, let's go back this way. There's our laced. Okay, so I think we can put it right here. Now I usually like to put note paper underneath this, and I will come back and do that. But we're going to go ahead and add our fabric flip. So let's go ahead and again, we're going to put some of this lace on here. We're going to kind of do the same thing that I did on the flip up, flip down. Okay. We'll add our lace again, and that just kind of helps to make, I like the journal to be kind of cohesive, so randomly things here and there will match. And so we'll be adding the thread, messy thread. And this came from my mom's stash. And around 3 fingers, and then around 4, and then take it off. And by doing the 3 and the 4, you get 2 different kind of sizes to your mess. And so we've kind of done the same thing. Go ahead, grab our, oh, it didn't stick to each other. There we go. Okay, add our little pile. There we go. And there we go. And I think we have a blue, yeah, these are bingo markers from the bingo game. I got the game at Dollar General. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and put this in. Again, I'm going to use the fabric tack because I am putting down fabric, and you can put it on the fabric. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to pull this from here and put it here now. I'm going to go ahead and add a paper clip right here. A lot of times that's where I like to have a paper clip, is where the fabric flip is. But you need to make sure you have a long enough paper clip. There we go. Okay, so that will be drying. And the next thing we need is a flip tuck. And so I'm going to do this again with the paper. Go ahead and grab another one of the children's paper. And this time I'm going to use this piece of fabric. I just think it's perfect for this. Okay, and I'm going to put the glue onto the fabric, and then put the fabric onto the paper using fabric tack again. Now, my Mono Tombow liquid glue, it will work on fabric. It just takes it a while to dry. Fabric tack has acetone base, and it dries very quickly. So, so that is why I like to use fabric tack especially when I'm filming. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to be cutting this, and you could go ahead and make your this is what I call a flip tuck. But you can make this and just put your fabric up on the triangle corner if you want to. But I'm going to put it on the whole thing. Okay. Okay, done with the fabric scissors. And here we go. Let's see where we're going to put it. That might tell us how. See, a place that has, well, you can write on this, because you could write in these lines, and I totally would, and I know my mom totally would write in those lines. Remember, we found those coloring books that she had colored in, and she colored in them like that. Okay, so we're going to put this down, and you'll be able to write in there. So this is a flip tuck. So it's a flip, and it's a corner tuck. So, and that will be, so like, and I like to put things like this onto where there's paper that you might not be able to write on. It might be more busy, more dark, and that way we can add something that you would be able to write. So, but you don't lose any space. If you were to put this on, like even on a writing paper, then you don't lose any space. You actually gain space because you can write in the whole thing. Okay, so that is the flip tuck. And I'm going to leave that just plain. I may come back and decorate that some more, but I'm going to leave that just like it is. And you can leave yours just plain. So those are our F. We made our flip-flop. Flip-flop is in here somewhere. There it is, our flip-flop, and it has a pocket. So we'll be able to put something in this pocket, okay, after it's all dry. And so that's our flip-flop. You see, it flips and flops. And there you go. So we added some writing to this beautiful page. I love the way that that turned out. And we covered up this part of the calendar that, unless you were writing in the squares, was kind of unusual, or something that you might not be able to use. Unusual. Okay, so our flip up, flip down. We put that back here on the little pocket, and it flips up and it flips down, and it's got fabric, and it is a pocket on the side, right? Pocket on the side. So let's put this in here so that we don't forget. Pocket on the side. Make it a skinny pocket on the side. Okay, so there we go. And we'll cut the bottom. There we go. So flip up, flip down with the pocket on the side. It has writing in it. And there you go. Then we have our flip tuck. And that one is back here. And there you go. It also has a place that you can put something. So that is awesome. And our fabric flip, which is here. So that is a fabric flip. And you can, we can add more writing paper underneath it if we want to. We can leave it just like this, and you can write something kind of secret under there. And anyway, it's kind of fun to have a fabric flip just because it's something different. So those are our 4 flips. We were flipping for 4 fabric flips: the flip flop, the flip up, flip down, fabric flip, and flip tuck. We made all 4 of them. And this is for the April A to Z Junk Journal Challenge. If you're interested in joining us, the details video is in the description box down below, and you just follow those directions and come on over. The deadline for making your journal is April 30th, and we've had many make their journal in 1 and 2 days. So thank you for being here. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day. Bye. Bye-bye.